What's up, everybody? It's your main man, Killer B. Doggone Witch Finder General. You got a witch. I'm burning them up. Well, we got the conclusion to the story of Mariel and Adriana Gill. I know you guys seen I did a video quite some months ago on this topic. And I guess the toxology reports and all the investigation, I guess, is all done with now. And they've come to the conclusion, which I believe. I never watch my videos after I do them, but if I'm not mistaken, um, the reason or part of the reason or something like that, I might have mentioned, right? Um, very sad. It's very sad, and all I can do is look at the ones that are living, that are still with us here today. That's all I can do. We can't look at the ones that are gone today. The fallen, right? There's been a lot. Joy Morgan, Ayanna Sneed. There's been plenty of them. Those are all two I just named that sticks out to me the most. That I can identify with the most out of a lot of them. There's been probably about goddamn 17 motherfucking people in the last few years, right? That have fallen victim to this cult and this cult ideology, right? Not all Hebrew Israelites. Well, I'm saying all Hebrew Israelites, but not exclusively just Hebrew Israelite cults. But the majority of all these so-called black consciousness, black power, black black upliftment type of groups out here that are preying on black African American citizens here in this country and other people of this of our descent in other parts of the world, right? And it's very disturbing. These are two young girls that didn't deserve this. Two young girls that the things that were happening weren't stopped. The two little girls, right, that didn't know any better, that were trying to please, I would say, trying to please God and trying to please a parent, what's supposed to have been a parent, right? And I hope y'all can hear me and stuff. I'm doing a little something in the background, do a little something in the background here. Um, give me 1 second here. But I hope y'all fill up the room. Please share this video. I don't expect a lot of people to be up on here, but I see one up in here. Randy, what's happening? Um, please share this video. Hit this like button. I gotta get back on my groove. I gotta get back on my groove here. I've been down for a couple weeks here, so views and everything don't look like they supposed to. But this is a very important video that I'm doing here today. Getting ready for it here. Believe me, I'm getting ready. Act fool about it. I know there's some people that have covered this story, um, but nothing beats the storytelling like old Killer B. Killer B gonna give y'all the goddamn truth, how you supposed to receive it, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing, right? I'm gonna be pointing some fingers, right? Blaming some people, all up in your damn face, asking you what you gonna do about it. They're over here watching me. What y'all gonna do about it, right? And I'm just terribly sad, and my heart goes out to the mother of these children, right? Who tried, who tried. Maybe could have did a little bit more, but it's too late for that now. But the woman at least tried, and I'm sure she didn't understand or know the extreme danger. Like she obviously noticed the danger that something wasn't right, right? Something wasn't right, and couldn't put her head around it because most people don't know any stuff about anything about this black stuff, right? And look at the location where they're at. They're in Washington State. This ideology, this cult, is new to those territories as probably about what? About 5 years, maybe somewhere around there, a little more 5 was 8, 5, about 7 years. I say about 7 years or so, right? And two poor girls are gone senselessly. And it's only a strong person. These children, I believe, they thought that they were doing God's will, doing what, or was coerced to think this is what God wants, or God will approve this, right? And all these people out here, I've heard it before. I did my little backup research because I know I was in the goddamn cult 22 fucking years, right? 22 long years. I got to see many groups, right? In and out of many groups, basically for the same goddamn thing. The things that you guys don't realize that's right there in front of your face. I ain't trying to be in no goddamn religion. Tell you the truth, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's old though thing. We talk about that, but I don't blame you, Rennie. And you can't. The people that are in religions that trying to get, like, you got the Christians and stuff. Like my favorite Christian, Cherry Love. So shout out to Cherry Love. But even I, like, people don't want to hear it because they looking, they see what's in here. They see. Thanks, Shane. Shout out my boy Shane and shit. The there's a lot of people that's hopped on this thing and say, "Oh, we're saving the people's lives from the Hebrew Israelites," and really, in actuality, they just want them in they cult. And yes, there are Christian cults out there. Trust and believe me. There's more Christian cults out there than anything. You know, when I mean Christian cult, I'm talking about Christian cult. You go into a church. Not nobody house, not nobody basement, not nobody fucking garage, not nobody breezeway, not the conference room at the hotel or the library. A real church with a big old cross. Okay, so a big ass cross on the front lawn, all that shit, and you be in a fucking cult. And they'll tell you, oh, they're not teaching the truth. They got demons on them. Or all types of stuff. I'm teaching you the word of God. Jesus will save you from everything. Right? And these the same people that are telling you, well, you gotta fast and pray. All this fasting shit is gonna get you fucking hungry. That's the only thing that shit gonna do for your ass. And of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just getting warmed up. And it's a shame that these two young girls, more should have been like done. In the article I read that neighbors and stuff noticed that the girls ain't going outside and playing. They said one of the girls was really into basketball and all this stuff. They don't go outside no more. I would have sent my kids go knock on that damn door and find out what's going on. Little things that can matter. What if? But it's too late for the what if right now. It's too late. They gone. It's too late. Never to return. Gone. Those cute, beautiful little faces, cute little girls are gone. And I have to talk like this so the shit sink in. They 6 feet right now, riding. I know that sounds it sounds crazy, like, know what I'm saying? But it's true. And they never coming back. They never coming back. Why? Because of some piece of shit, boogie eating motherfucker that wanna that call himself being a man of God, call himself saving, uh, bringing back the nation of Israel, gathering the lost sheep of the tribe of Israel, right? But you have to look at the person that's telling you how they live it. You got to look now. I don't know their situation while they was divorced or separated. The parents, I don't know. But a lot of things you can just look at people and tell, like, some real shit. A lot of times you can just look at the people, look at the home, look at, say all types of shit. And it's a lot of things. I'm not saying that the woman, obviously the woman didn't teach them this shit, right? I'm not saying she was a bad mother. I don't know that one, right? But we only go off what we see in this shit, right? So I'm just gonna give my little 2 cents. But more, she said she called CPS on the man. Say, oh, my kids is some kind of crazy religion. They don't even want to talk to me and all this shit. Yeah. Now we look at that man. We already know he a boogie eater if he in the Hebrew. He don't got good sense, right? Just like most of us don't got good fucking sense. And for the people watching this and stuff, like worried about my cussing and what, I don't care. This is how I do my show. You don't like it, but you're gonna get the real deal right here. What the other ones ain't gonna tell you. Because they just want you to join up with them. They want you to embrace them. I don't need you. You see, I took like 3 weeks off. 3 weeks. I want to do video. I was doing other shit. I don't care. And I'm back with a hot lava. And I see other people out there trying to do what I do. But it's for a certain agenda. Right? Well, sister, you know, the brother, he wasn't in the truth. He had demons on. That man, he was following, he was a demon. We was teaching him the truth, and he didn't want to listen. He went and started his own thing. Thought to mess up. See, the truth is right here, sister. These fools actually had the damn nerve to contact these. I'm not saying they did, but this is what happens. I seen it firsthand on Facebook. People leave the cult or they get divorced from the Hebrews, they come right behind them, fill their whole inbox up. Come over here, sister. Come over here, brother. After I went on Sa Shitter, that's what I'm gonna call her right now, Sa Shitter. After I went on his show, you wouldn't believe the people that was hitting me up. But you know, you wasn't getting the truth from this place. We got the truth over here, man. You don't sit your fucking ass down somewhere, right? But back out these 2 little girls, like this man, right, took these kids away from the mother. Now, I could make a guess that this man probably wasn't living right as a normal human being. When I mean normal human being, go to work, have a career. You know what I'm saying? Be a real family man, all that shit, right? Hebrew Israelites don't do all that. The majority of Hebrewites and stuff is looking for a woman to live off. If they got a job, all that money and stuff go to the truth. Their time, instead of being home with the kids, he had class every night of the week. Instead of taking the kids to the basketball game, he got to go to, it's the Sabbath. You can't play basketball no more because the games are on Friday nights. So you got to quit basketball because the Most High. Because the Most High. Most High said so. What you saying here? That beginner man, a guy is a cover up. The insecure. That's what I'm really trying to say. That's what I'm really trying to say. You got it. Yep. Like this man told this thing that is taking the Hebrew Israelite belief seriously. It's going down out here in the world. No one is trying to go to hell for having sex out of marriage or breaking. Yep. And it's a lot that cult, what that cult does is make the person feel good. Because the person is really fucked up, believe it or not. You will see a person on their regular daily grind, going to work, going to school, all that stuff, joining this shit. Because their mind is on life, like real life. People that been through divorces, people that been through close deaths, people that's been through um like tragedies, like you know what I'm saying, someone gets killed, murdered, you might lose a child, you might, I don't know, a car accident, your ass fuck your legs up or something, you're in a wheelchair, some crazy shit, you get some crazy ass disease, something these people have gone through, that instead of going to get psychological help, they'll turn to God. Right? Now, it can work for you. It can work for you. But in these cases, what it ends up being is, read this message. My bad, y'all. What it ends up being is a I lost my thought here. Read that message. Read what she says. Got my thought. You don't mean my thought process. Commandments. If I do if I do something with him, I'll be his forever. And I looked at him like he smoked crack. Yeah. I used to run that game. Little ready said, oh, and you gotta keep the commandments, right? If I do something with him, right? So if what they call laying with her or being with the woman, that means having sex, right? So when you a Hebrew Israelite and you have sex with a woman, that woman is permanently yours. Permanently yours until you divorce her for whatever reason. She can't divorce you. You can only divorce her. Right? So back to the girl, I don't know what caused them to split apart. I know she got another man, it seems like, or whatever. So maybe she had some issues with this man. And she, like, look, listen here, bro. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he saw that and decided to separate from that girl. How did the man end up with the kids in the first place? Usually that's not what happens. You know what I mean? Usually that's not what happens. Usually the woman always gets the custody of the child. So I don't know what he was dealing with, what she was dealing with, or whatever. But this man ended up with the child. So maybe he had his shit together a little bit. You know what I mean? He got custody of the kids and started to indoctrinate them with this bullshit. Now, she said that the kids looked at her like she was evil, she was wicked. Let's see, I think it was wicked was the word that they used. And that's totally a Hebrew Israelite cult talk, right? Verbatim, right? So if so she might have been doing something that the Bible ain't really with. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that can twist the child's mind into thinking, yeah, see, God got all the answers, right? This book, not as a God, this book got all the answers. So, oh, she's an adulterer. So now it's like, see, the scriptures say your mama is wicked. And they'll do that. They'll tell the kids that, look, your mama is wicked or your daddy is wicked. See the scriptures right here? You ain't supposed to do this. Oh, your dad was eating a pork sandwich over grandmama in them house, right? Oh, okay. Okay, you see what the scriptures here? The Most High gonna kill his ass. And now the kids looking at the dad and say, like, this a wicked nigga right here. He go against the Lord. This one wicked nigga right here. And now you might do something. Now let's fast forward to the thing. Like, pay attention to me. Sometimes I'll be all over the place. Pay attention. Right? Now, wait, let me read this comment. I probably forget what I got to say, but I want to read this comment. I know I'm gonna forget what I had to say. I'm sorry how this begin born again, going to save your soul when you already had sex before marriage. I saw how as being born again, going to save your soul when you already had sex before marriage and had multiple baby mamas. Then this bitch had sex before getting married with a man. Man. All right, I'll try to get that. The girl Sabrina Montgomery got into because she lost her man and got something that made her lose it. Instead of seeking counseling, some men talked her into joining to hope she gets a man or my ex again. Oh, damn. Meanwhile, when I was not even dealing, she slept at his place 4 times last year. And she didn't have. Well, goddamn. Okay. Damn. But yeah, so what I was saying, like how the parent demonized the other parent and used the children as backup, right? So what about now? You using that same tactic on your kids now. You can get your kids to sit their asses down when they're acting up. God gonna kill you, little motherfucker. God gonna kill your asses. My mom used to do that shit. She used to scare my ass and shit with the devil and Jesus and shit. I be going to sleep. I'm like, oh shit. I hope this nigga don't get my ass tonight. Shit. I was sneaking those Snicker bars and shit out the refrigerator and shit at night. Know what I'm saying? It'll tell your ass, have your ass looking crazy. And looking fucking crazy. So now these girls were fasting. So we all know, but not all of you. In the Hebrew Israelites, they tell you fasting is the best thing to do. And what I've been telling y'all lately too about the budget. Israelite, any cult loves to keep you on a budget so they can control the money. So like if you don't eat a couple of days out of the week and shit, that's more money that you can give to them. And that's what you're gonna do with the money. You're gonna give it to the truth. With your tights. So now your kid does something, or maybe the kid out there got caught with some pants. One of the 2 girls got caught sneaking playing basketball and they was wearing some pants. Let's say that, right? Now the father is going to be highly upset. My daughters are breaking the law. The Most High could kill them. So how do you fix this and keep the girls from doing it again? Pray and fast. So he started telling them, and Hebrew Israelites love to get somebody else to do something that they not doing themselves. Y'all heard what I said? Hebrew Israelites love getting another person to do that they don't have the strength to do themselves. You gotta fast and pray, brother. Got you sit up in the house starving and shit, stomach growling like a motherfucker and shit. But I nigga at the house eating cheeseburgers. He always right. He ain't never go off, according to you, according to what you see. He ain't doing that shit. And this is something that Hebrew Israelites do. Sam Miguel said this shit too. Hebrew Israelites fast with no water. Now, did a little work before I got on here. Just a little bit. I gave about a minute and a half, yo, when it came to my conclusion. Yep. Came to my conclusion. I'm going to read some of it. It's from IUIC and what they think about fasting and how you should fast. Now, I got a fast story that almost led into death with being in the Hebrew Israelites. All right. 25 minutes and I'm just getting to it. It's okay though. Right. Captain, who is Captain Shem now, IUIC. Shit, he might be a damn bishop, all I know. But I think he's a captain. We were good friends in IUIC. We Saturday on the Sabbath, we go in middle of the Bronx, South Bronx and stuff, teach or whatever, right? And they would bring water, like case a brother would bring out a case of water or whatever, right? That day, the brother forgot the water because he probably was paying for the water out of his pocket. Hey, he got tired, the money ran out, right? But anyway, Shem, this is the last Sabbath of the month. Every last Sabbath, it's a voluntary fast. So you can volunteer to fast if you want to. So it's something that brothers do together, right? To become closer to the Most High, to be on that level, to get on that spiritual level, right? So Oshin want to be on that spiritual level. So he's teaching his ass off, right? They used to always, the old ladies get on him about this vein popping out his forehead, say you're going to have a heart attack out this shit or something, right? Sure enough, this nigga teaching and talking shit about the people in the ambulance. There used to be an ambulance truck there every week. An Indian guy and a white lady, right? And they was there that day. He makes eye contact with them. Now he starts pulling scriptures on East Indians and how they wicked and white people how they wicked, right? Homeboy hits the ground like a sack of concrete, like what? And we like, oh shit. That nigga went from screaming to dropping. It's like, wow, like he was dead. Like, oh Lord, he dead. Oh Lord. Somebody call 911. We need an ambulance out here. So the ambulance driver turned the corner, said, whoop, 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 whoop. Did a little U-turn, parked on the corner, back doors swing open. Brothers grabbing up Shem, pull him in the back of the ambulance. First thing the ambulance drivers do is pull out some nice cold water and gives him some water. He wouldn't drink the water. I'm looking at this nigga like, nigga, you are going to die. If you don't drink some water, you're going to die. It's like 120 degrees. They ain't nothing but brick and concrete all around us. It's like an oven. You're going to die. Old Nathaniel, the cult leader, is across the street now, looking up at the sky like nothing going on. He's the only one over there. Everybody over there at the ambulance. I see him. I walk over to him, walk across the street, went over to him and said, Nathaniel, can you go get this food to drink some water before he died? And he didn't say a goddamn word. Just looked up into the sun. I could see his sun, the reflection of the sun in his shades. I'm standing in front of this nigga. He didn't say a goddamn word. And from that point on, I knew what it was. Now they want to hide themselves from what they did. For what they did to the people. He the one got them on that bullshit and don't show them how to properly do some shit. Who's the guy? The guy that wrote The Secret. Y'all remember that documentary called The Secret? The dude that wrote that book, he's a cult leader. He just got out of prison again, right? He led all these white people on this long ass trek, like through the desert. And at the end, they'll go in some Indian, it's like an Indian sweat house. It's like a big ass teepee. And you get your ass up in there and it just got mad fire going and shit. And it is steam. and you supposed to sit up in that motherfucker. So there's no water. You can't drink no goddamn water. So the white people fasted, went on this trek with this motherfucker. Now he Native American and shit. You know what I'm saying? He could take that heat. He done got these white people pass out, heat stroke, fucking goddamn motherfucker getting burnt up in the goddamn to a crisp in the sun. And gonna put him up in that sweat house. It was like 3 or 4 people died in that bitch. 3 or 4 motherfuckers died. And he went to court and shit, had to go to jail. Now he back out, wanting to do the same shit again. Can y'all hear me? I saw my count look down. He realized it's a racist cult. Hell yeah, they racist. It's rooted in self-hate. They want something to be something they're not. Yep. Said now she's preaching narcissistic stuff and Hebrew Israelite stuff. That's something you're gonna see a lot of Christians start to do. They're gonna start to adopt some of these Hebrew Israelite customs and scripture breakdowns and stuff and start using them for their congregation to get people to come in. Fasting is good for you, but these Hebrews are insane and can't be trusted. Hell no. So I can imagine back on the girls. So I don't even want to go too far with the girl. Back on the girls, I could just imagine they probably got in trouble. They probably got in trouble for something, and he made them fast. Now the nigga ain't got to feed them. And they say you can't live without water more than 3 days, 3-4 days without water. Your ass is dead in the month. So I can imagine. And the mother even said, my kids lost weight. My kids lost mad weight. Because they vegan. They probably vegan. And all types of bullshit. Like, got them eating rice and lentils and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. I'm just, damn, that shit fucked up. So, like, I don't know what happened. But I just, the thoughts, because Hebrew Israelites, they have a programmed mind. So they're not going to come out some shit that you ain't never heard of and shit. Everything they do could be explained with Hebrew Israelite doctrine. There's a doctrine. Like, y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, every thought, it comes from that code. Everything, like decision that you make, come from that code. Don't go to the hospital. Cure yourself, or scriptures say that and shit. So you see, I did a story on a woman in New York City with had a child or something. They wanted to take the child away because she almost killed the baby with a vegan diet or some shit. And then the article didn't he say she was a Hebrew Israelite, but say how she pulled out the Bible and all this shit and say all like, well, we supposed to eat herbs, we not supposed to eat no meat and all this shit. Like bitch, this 2020 something. You know what I'm saying? Fuck what that book talking about and shit. Yeah, you can get good shit out of there. Shit can tell you the truth about some shit, but that's not giving no information. Let's say, yeah, he made herbs. It don't say, oh, you can cure cancer with this shit. It don't say, hey, it's not giving you no recipes for nothing. Like, so, so it don't say you can't make this into a pill. It don't say you can't make this into a syrup or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just gonna use some shit and then come up with their own shit off the foundation of that. So, like, okay, I mean, you hear about Hebrew Israelite killing his wife, right? So, you know the bitch did something. Ain't nobody just killing your ass and shit. Like, you did something, bitch. Like, you did something, right? So, it's either how you would figure this out, like how the detective and know about Hebrew Israelite, how you figure this shit out. Okay, what stories or laws in the Bible that condones killing a woman, taking a woman's life, right? So you can break it down to like adultery, right? Uh, fornication or some shit. Caught doing some wild shit. Fucking with an animal. You know what I mean? So it gotta be one of them things. Maybe walk this shoe messing with the dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, she gotta go. Or she was wearing some pants, saying she like a man. Take her life. You know what I'm saying? So those are crazy things. Now look at him. They said now the two girls died from starvation. They had a whole bunch of pamphlets and stuff around them about fasting, on how to fast. They said it was all over the room. All over the room. And now the man, which they said dies 5 days after their death. Check this out. He committed suicide. How? I don't know. They say he committed suicide. Now, you looking at that, he like, oh my God, I killed these girls. Or he could have starved them on purpose, as far as we know. Right? As far as we know, though, right? I could be telling the opposite story. He could have starved them on purpose. You know what I mean? And he kills himself. So now guilt is definitely got a kick in. Like, these are my daughters. They're dead in the house, and you chilling with them for 5 days. For 5 days, deceased. They up in the room. This is horrible. Like, and now Hebrew Israelite shit still kicking in. Shit, these crackers ain't taking me back into captivity. These crackers ain't taking me back in captivity. He'd rather kill himself. Or he could have probably even had a criminal record already. Could have been on parole on all we know. Like I said, you got to pay attention to something around and what's going on, who these people is, and shit. But a lot of shit like this be going on in places where people don't pay attention to their motherfucking kid. Or nobody else's. People let their kids go with whoever and whatever, and for however long. Sometimes maybe the other parent might be glad because the kids ain't in their face now. They can go back being like it was before and shit. Now it's cute. Well, I was that bad bitch out here. Shit. You can go back to being that bad bitch. You still got it. Get me one of the young niggas. Y'all think I'll be playing this shit. Y'all think I'll be playing. I'll be dead ass here. Let me read some of these comments. The values are good though. Every culture has traditional values and a spirit. Yeah, right, right. Yup. Like I said, I don't talk like really against the Bible, but I see how people use the Bible to fuck people up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck people up. Fuck their whole life up. But it might be better than what they was doing before, but they shit fucked up. It might be worse in another way. Right? Uh, they sure do love to get a naive person do things they can't do. Yup. Sure. What's up, Thank you, Bob? And the ends 99 and Rennie. Thank y'all being here. The black community is too degenerate, violent in general. There you go. Talking that talk now. With or without the Hebrew code. Yup. You absolutely right. You ain't lying. You telling the truth. You telling the truth. You is not lying, bro. You is not lying. The black community is too degenerate, violent in general. That's right. Everybody want to fight somebody, kill somebody and shit. I remember they were fighting in Jabari house. They wanted to fight. Zion Lex wanted to beat up Jabari in his own house. Like literally wanted to beat him up in his own house over words. It is the kind. I remember when Shaka almost threatened to beat up Sonetta on his own live stream. Sonetta, this was when Sonetta first started live streaming. He didn't know how to like work the camera and do all that shit. So like he would have that shit rolling live streaming, and he'll think the motherfucker off. That shit be still on. You know he an old ass nigga. He like 50, like 10 years ago. Nigga. So like. So like you know how that shit be. You shit nigga just having shit. You try to do shit. Shaka almost threatened the nigga. He said, "What the fuck I told you, nigga? The fuck I told you." He was like, "Yo, man, chill." Say, "Yo, why you always doing that, man? Why you always doing that?" Yeah, violent. Look at Rob Rack and shit. Always threatening. Say, "I throw your kids off the roof, nigga." Shit crazy. Hebrews are funny and some of their beliefs are good, but mostly bullshit. Yup. Yup. So that's what my grandfather had me around a lot of people. Yup. You right. Yeah, man. So like it's sad as hell, yo. These two girls is gone, yo. And they went down believing in this shit. It's bullshit. It's a con game. And nobody's responsible now. Nobody pointing the finger and shit. Like I don't point my finger at the mother. Like what the report said, she tried to get them there. But I don't know how she lost him in the first place. But it's that's just fucked up, yo. And like I look at people and shit that have died believing in this shit, still believing in this shit. And guess how they go down the ground? With Jesus. I bet you them girls went down with Jesus. I guarantee you. I guarantee you those girls went down the grave with Jesus. That's right. And all you Hebrew Israelites out there in America think you be going down with Jesus and shit, you got another thing coming, nigga. That nigga gonna be sitting right on top of your head for eternity. Until they dig the damn graveyard up, motherfucker. Jesus gonna be sitting right on top of your head in that dirt. Sure enough, will. I swear for God. Look at the guy that committed suicide. That was a Hebrew Israelite. I believe like he was gay, and told the leadership, and they told him like, "Shit, you might as well hang this shit up, nigga. Like the Most High done spewed you out. You done here." Like, and old boy jumped off a roof when they showed his funeral. And my condolences to the family. My condolences to both the girls' mother and their family, all that stuff too. Like this thing is crazy. Even the other guys side of the family that didn't believe in that shit knew that nigga was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they had somebody and shit that could have been somebody, or whatever, right? But like 5 people up here, y'all ain't shit. But y'all the shit because y'all up in here, but the motherfuckers ain't shit because they ain't up in here. But this Hebrew Israelite thing has got to be curbed somehow, some way. Whether YouTube make better guidelines on this stuff, or YouTube make better guidelines, some new ordinances and stuff in towns and cities. Like people gotta work on stuff because it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get real where they're gonna just be getting bold and wanting to do shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the 2000 something, 2020 something. Nigga. So motherfuckers is getting bold. Look, yo, the Georgia Guidestones. Y'all see that crazy shit? The motherfucker blew up Georgia Guidestones. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to kill all of us. I'm gonna blow up the goddamn thing. That's where the portal. They got the demons coming in. It's a portal. It's a portal. We gotta stop the portal. They went and blew up the goddamn Georgia Guidestones and shit. Well, at least that shit down now. Now's a motherfucker. That shit is a memory. But you know they're gonna keep that shit alive. Georgia Guidestones. We stopped the portal, but they got another one. They're gonna be trying to blow up the CERN thing and shit next. Well, that's how crazy this shit's become. You see the motherfuckers run up in the goddamn Capitol building. Those are all cult motherfuckers. So imagine what a bunch of niggas is gonna do. You see all this shit, the George Floyd bullshit. Shit. It's easy to get niggas to join in some ignorant shit, but to get a bunch of cult motherfuckers on some ignorant shit, mm-mm-mm. They getting guns and everything now. Y'all sitting there right there. I hope the FBI and shit doing something. Oh, they doing something. I don't know. Don't know. Um, 46 minutes. But the little girls, man, said everyone that gets into any religion or belief and becomes extremely zealous is either came from a broken foundation. There you go. With no guidance, seeking a father figure, and these con artists. Boom. Boom. Y'all killing it today. Y'all killing it today. Always been mentally ill. Looking for a place to belong. It's really bad out here. Yup. That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely. So all the people and stuff that don't know too much about it and shit, yeah, y'all hearing it right here. Truth. It's the truth. Nothing but it. Let me put up my goddamn cash app thing. There you go. Boom. Um, but man, and like now those pamphlets, I want to know. Well, somebody already found, I guess, who this man, the father, was affiliated with. The Hebrew Israelite guy. I gotta go and find it again. But he seemed like one of those break off, like splinter, like lone wolf type motherfuckers that decided to make. He a priest. He had niggas. This dude and shit had niggas in a circle in the desert with ashes on their face, with sackcloth, with some old potato sacks and shit. Uh, that shit was crazy. And they sit out there like a bunch of fools. Like they doing some goddamn Israel or some bullshit. Like, man, you don't sit your ass down somewhere. That shit with that bullshit. Shameful. Shameful. Never got validation growing up. Someone says you're a king. There you talking that talk today. This is what I'm talking about right here. You talking that talk. Everyone that gets into any religion or beliefs and become extremely switched off my thing. What the hell happened? Did you just take that comment down? Because this kind of like disappeared. Unless I was reading something else. I don't know. What you do? You laughing at me now. Lots of comments just disappeared on me right on the street. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? When someone never got validation growing up and someone says that they're a special person. Oh, yeah, I'm special. You special, all right, motherfucker. You special ed, nigga. Yep. And I guess that's what I bet that what this nigga was and shit. What was his name? Emmanuel. What was his name? Something Gill or whatever. Fuck that nigga. But I hope they put him in the ground. Like I hope they did. They already put him in the ground, but I hope they put him in the ground like they did Bunyala and shit. All cockeyed in the hole. So I'm about to see Thor: Love and Thunder. Oh shit. Yep. Yeah, and you be going around thinking you a superhero. Like literally. People don't know that shit. They really think they can become superheroes when God comes back. Actually, I saw Zabak actually teach that the the Marvel characters, like the comic book characters or whatever, that they Israelites. They represent Israelites. You do know that I hate comic books. Like I don't watch that Marvel, whatever the other one is, DC Comics, whatever. I don't watch none of that shit. Like I hate comics. Right? I used to like Batman TV show, Spider-Man and shit. That's about it. Right? Old school shit. But anyway, um he said that all those characters represent the Israelites, but they did have one character. He was like a caveman or whatever, right? And my boy had a book on the characters. And I went and found it in there, and it said he was from the Caucasus Mountains and shit. That shit was funny as hell. That was a Khazar or some shit like that. I forgot the character's name. Never heard the movie or whatever coming out with him in it. But I was Marvel or DC one. But it's I don't know. It's a shame, yo. But what are people gonna do? Like now, like people seen this. Like other black people seen this. Other Hispanic people have seen this. You know what I mean? What are they gonna do now? Like what is the child's mother gonna do? Right? I'm not really putting no pressure. Y'all know what I'm saying. But will she become? I don't know. People have to do. They're not obligated to do that shit. I'm not saying they're obligated, but the community should at least have support for the person that is or someone that is, right? Because like people say, like I was watching something on YouTube the other day. The mother of the Columbine shooter, right? She's now this advocate and stuff, mental health and stuff, kids and all types of stuff like that, right? But how many people gonna allow a Hebrew Israelite to sit on the corner in their city now and get more people to do shit like what these kids did, right? So let me read the IUIC thing. I forgot about that. Let me read that. One second. Shit, if I can find the motherfucker. Man, that's bullshit. Hold on. IUIC fast. All right, here you go. Fasting and prayer. I'm gonna read this. This is a little part of it. Something key in it that I want y'all to pay attention to. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I'm in another. Watch this. Say all who seek the truth and understanding, fasting and praying is very powerful. You see, when you want a blessing or answers for something, the only thing you have to do is deny yourself with fasting and prayer. Below are scriptures and precepts to help you understand the power of fasting and prayer, right? I'm gonna skip over some shit. All right. Um, pray this 3 times each day towards the east, even with damn. Hold on. Find shit. You motherfuckers got like 50 goddamn scriptures. Wait, I skipped the link. I missed the link in here somewhere. Okay. I hadn't missed the link because I wasn't looking at all this shit before. Oh, here we go. No, I passed it. There you go. Here we go. We ask the Most High God for things, but what we are giving up for Him. There are many ways you may afflict your soul. You can fast with no bread or drinking. You can fast with just bread and water, or with water. But I tell you this. It's good if you fast without food or water. Read the precepts for understanding. No, read the shit and get the shit explained to by you. So it's your understanding of it. Let me go back to the thing. Make sure y'all can hear me. You rich saw LBGT code. That too. That part too. DL Gangsta Bob acting. Oh, y'all up in here acting up. But I'll leave y'all alone. But y'all see there how IUIC says, but I tell you this. If you don't drink water or take food, that's when you're gonna get on that level. Let me go back to it. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me, right? Let me know in the chat. What I read from IUIC. I'm gonna go back to it here. Okay. We sometimes say those brothers and sisters was on another spiritual level. Just to let you know, you can reach that level with much fasting and praying. See? So now they're painting in your mind that, okay, now you see these brothers that know all the scriptures, that the Most High blessing and stuff, they captain now and they leaded other brothers and he's a good teacher, preacher, whatever, right? Now they're saying you could be like them too with fasting and prayer. So really this stuff is like, it's obedience to the code. You're going to fast and pray to get on those levels of those other people. Your ass gonna sit there and go without food and water like a damn fool. What kind of fool gonna go out without food and water? Yeah, you talking about you be closer to the Most High. You be closer, all right. Your ass be dead. Stupid motherfuckers. Hit the like button, yo. Hit the goddamn like button. Let's see here. Said I found it funny how IUIC was buddy buddy with Berean all of a sudden. Killer B, any thoughts? I didn't really. I heard something about that, but that's kind of weird. I did look into. Somebody sent me something. I looked in it for a second, but I forgot all about it. I gotta go look back into that. But I did hear something like that. They said Nate about to drop. Nate about to be the fuck up out of here. They probably gonna put the old bug-eyed nigga in leadership next. They said Nate got stage 4 cancer. That's what I heard through the grapevine. That's what I heard. How they be fuck up out of here? And I hope they put him in the hole like they did Ben Lawyer too, all cockeyed and shit. And they can spend eternity and shit all on one shoulder, just leaning on his neck and shoulder and shit. I know I ain't shit, y'all. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But but that's just fucked up, yo. Yeah, that's what I heard through the grapevine, yo. And he been looking kind of weird lately. That nigga might have a toupee. That nigga might be wearing a black and gray toupee and shit with a what do you call that shit? A lace beard. What the chicks be wearing the shit called lace front? I don't even know what that shit is. I just hear chicks be talking about that shit. That nigga gonna have a lace beard. That nigga got that long white people beard and shit, and they can put that S curl fucking shit up in there. They gotta put a relaxer in his beard. Where that at in the scriptures? Yeah, you come out here, we cut it up and shit. You go ahead and cut up. Oh, I put the link up in there. I don't even think I put the link up in this motherfucker. I'm bugging. Yeah, this shit crazy, yo. Yeah, they said Nate fuck up out of here. And they already had, what up? What up, Muffin? You coming up out here too? You better bring your ass up out here. I know you always got something to say and shit. Even if you talking shit to me. What got put? What the fuck is Muffin? The link up in the chat, yo. Y'all don't come up out here. But yeah, that's what they said. They said that nigga got safe straight cancer. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know. But they said at the last I think it was the last one, the last Passover, they had a memorial to Nate. Like, how the fuck you have a memorial to a nigga living? And they said they'll show like pictures, Nate, like where he started out and all this shit, right? And Nate was sitting there, and they said there was people bowing down in front of Nate. They said this old big lady and shit got on her knees before the thing, threw her arms up in the air and shit. And said Nate sat right there and looked at that shit. I gotta get that video. I gotta do a video on it. I gotta find that shit. Yep. So that might be Nate's last motherfucking Passover. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, give me my flowers while you're living. No, oh. I don't know. You're Northwest people and shit. That Northwest shit. I don't know. That's a new one. That's a new one, Muffin. That's a new one. Why ain't nobody? Y'all want to hit the link and shit? All right, fuck y'all big head niggas. But yeah, so they had a memorial to that nigga, and they said they were people falling out on the floor and shit. So that's a powerful shit right there, right? I think Nate, when he went to Africa, I think Nate went to go see the voodoo people when he went to Africa. And I'm not even gonna play like that. I was gonna say some other shit. I'm not even gonna fuck around like that. I got too much. The young girl, if she saw something was wrong, Joy Morgan. You know, I was gonna say it's like some sacrifice shit, but I'm not even gonna make no joke of that shit. But so like, bruh, I don't know. I want to push it past old Nate. I want to put it past my old Nate. He do all the other wicked shit. So Eddie was hanging out with General Butt Naked. Any of y'all know who General Butt Naked is? General Butt Naked is a Liberian warlord, and they call him General Butt Naked because he fights battle butt naked. and then his captors and stuff, he pulls out their heart like while they're alive and eats their heart. And Nate said he turned General Butt Naked into Israelite. That remains to be seen. But General Butt Naked is a preacher, I think now. I did see that shit, but not no Israelite. So I think Nate went on down there to go get some work done and shit, so he get this money because they said Nate worth $25 million right now, but got all his leadership living in the slums and shit. That shit crazy. Got leadership living in the hood, my nigga, and he worth $25 million. Got all them goddamn houses and shit. They said, but hey, can't take it all with you. That nigga had lace front beard. I'm gonna be looking at Nate real close lately and shit. I'm gonna be looking at Nate real close. Yeah, lace front beard. Well, yeah, that's fucked up though, man. Like that's sad for, like, you know what I'm saying, kids and a wife. Lose a husband and a dad though. That's a horrible thing. That's a horrible thing. That's just something that not cool. But the Nate a wicked ass nigga and shit, they he really too many motherfuckers give a fuck. Like, right. But uh those girls and stuff, it's not their fault for what's going on. They're young, and just like how Rennie said so bluntly, she could have put it more blunt than I would put it is. And if she did, she was dead on point with that shit. Y'all go look in the live chat to see what Rennie had to say. She's dead on, right? And young people and stuff, they're looking for that validation. They're looking for a lot of things and stuff. And these coats be right there to give them everything that they're looking for, to fill those voids that they got. Fill them right up. Fill them out. Fill them up like you got a gallon jug and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a glass with a gallon jug of water, and you just turn that jug upside down and just let that water just fall in that glass and shit. That should have filled that motherfucker up just like that, quick. And now the kids are all theirs. The kids are all theirs. When I mean by kids, I'm talking about motherfuckers in their 20s too. They kids too. They're just big ass kids with a job or something. Might have something. Might have something in their name or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So they right there to do that. And that's what the Hebrew Israelites do. They sit up on the outside and in the highways and byways. But people always ask, yo, why don't they ever be in the hood? Like, no, they go where the most traffic is. And they'll try to prove it in the scripture. See, they stood in the highways and the byways. So they standing where the most traffic at, where you can get the most niggas. Or the niggas with money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you out there, you're not gonna go in the projects and shit. Cause none of them niggas got money. They ain't trying to change or listen or understand nothing. But if you go to where the bus terminal at, you go where the substation, train station, like the main shopping area, you stand there and do it. You get more. You know what I'm saying? Simple. It's a game. Like people don't get it. It's just a game. You know? It's just a game. Atlanta is known for stuff like those. Yep. So, look at that shit. But like I said, man, it's like what people gonna do? Is there gonna be because I wouldn't let no Hebrew Israelites post up out here. Like in my vicinity where I'm at, oh hell no, nigga, that shit is not happening. Like that shit is not happening. That shit is not. I dare one of y'all to come out here. I dare one of y'all. Come out here and set up camp out this motherfucker. I dare one of y'all motherfuckers. I guarantee you that shit will not be going down. Unreal. I ran off some down here and shit. No time I ran by the bus terminal and shit. That was an old head. Like that was one of the dudes. Like the first dude I told that like all right, I'm down with this shit now. You know what I'm saying? He was cool with my cousin, the older dude, Puerto Rican. And he had a little camp like a few years ago and shit. I saw the niggas set up. Yo, I shut that shit down. The niggas was like, oh shit. Like, God damn. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I came a long way, nigga. I know what you doing out here. I know exactly what you doing out here. Have some little dummies with them and shit. And they're like, oh shit, this nigga beating up on our leaders. They standing there like you can see in their eyes and shit. Like, oh shit, I gotta go look that shit up when I get back to the house. This nigga talk about. Yup. Shut all that shit down. So I need more shit like that. I need some footage of some of y'all niggas doing that shit. I'm not telling y'all to go do no crazy shit, get yourself in trouble. But I would like one of y'all to take one out, take one for the team. If something does happen and shit, we just take it for the team and throw some chitlins. Like, actually, if you take it for the team, throw the chitlins at their ass. Throw some chitlins out all over. All right, my bad. Internet trip. I didn't notice it. Where did I leave off? Did I leave off at the chitlins? I said I would. I don't know if y'all got this, but I would shut my channel down for 1 month if anybody could get some footage of anybody putting some chitlins like where the Israelites is teaching. You can throw it on their sides, you can throw it down in front of them or on them. Uh, and I'll shut my channel down for a month to pay homage. You know what I'm saying? to pay homage to you and shit for 1 month. I'll shut the fuck up on YouTube for 1 month. Somebody can get me some footage. So join the Killer Bee Chitlin circuit for this summer. For summer 22. Um but there would be no teaching. Hot ass chitlins hit that pavement. Boy shit. Not to worry about nothing. But yeah, we gotta put an end to this stuff. I'm gonna get up off of here. I got some things, got some work I gotta do for somebody. So with that, y'all, I like to thank all my supporters out there. If y'all like to join my supporters list, you can hit my Cash App scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Any amount, I'll shout you out from here on out on every video. So I also like to make a special thank you to my members. You guys can join the membership group by hitting the join button next to my avatar on the home screen. And I thank Nagy Springfield, Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, other supporters out there. We got Josh, Siberia's the Sleeping Serpent, Alana Rubinite, Arcader GT, Scary YT Streets, Yasu, Victor Always, Sahara Jr., San Miguel TV, News, uh, John Riggins, we got the Cozy, and somebody else. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I got everybody set online. Yep, I got everybody. I'm gonna put that shit at the bottom of the screen and shit. I don't have to be saying that more. That shit getting too long. So with that, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm killing me the wish fire to like, share, subscribe. What the fuck?